Rachel Bilson defends herself after Whoopi Goldberg slams her controversial statements on sex. Bilson originally made her comments on her Broad Ideas podcast. Rachel Bilson is standing her ground. The actress made headlines with her suggestion that it's weird for single, middle-aged men to have as few as 4 sexual partners. Whoopi Goldberg criticized Bilson's comments on The View, and Bilson is defending herself, clarifying what she meant. "I want to say that I've been a fan of Whoopi's for a very long time, so when I saw the tagline that she criticized something I said, I, of course, was concerned," she told Entertainment Weekly. "We make it a very safe open place to discuss anything, and we were just talking," Bilson added of her podcast, Broad Ideas. "I have the power to edit our podcast, and I chose to keep the conversation as a whole in, because a lot of the time in life, you say something, and maybe you have a minute and you reflect on it. The point I get across is that it doesn't matter, and maybe in the past I would have looked at it judgmentally, but I wouldn't do that anymore. I made it clear that I don't want to sound judgmental. It was important that that point get across, not what I said initially. It was a flippant comment that I was just talking with friends, and then I retracted it, because even talking about it now, I'm like, I don't actually believe that. That's why I think it's important to stand up for it and clarify. Whatever's out there, a clickbait comment, if you go on to listen to the conversation as a whole and hear what I have to say, it actually isn't what was first presented. I think it's important to hear a whole conversation before casting your own judgment or criticism on something. The full comment that most people, including Goldberg, are discussing is one Bilson made in a conversation about a person's number of sexual partners. If it's really low at this day and age, Bilson said, you'd be like, it's a little weird. Like if a dude. I don't know, this is going to sound so judgmental, but if a dude's like in his 40s and he slept with like 4 women. It all depends, maybe he's been in like decade relationships, totally respectable. I don't know, it's not right for me to say either way. A person's a person. The conversation shifted to people with a high number of sexual partners, something Bilson didn't believe was an issue. On Thursday's episode of The View, Goldberg complained, I think it's very odd that you're concerned that he's had sexual partners, any sexual partners. Why is it your business? Listen, men traditionally were taught to have many sexual partners. Men could do whatever they wanted to do, and women were not supposed to. Now that has been shifting and young women have been bing about, why are you telling me what I should do? So, now it's happening and now you're mad. I don't understand. If he's happy with you and you're having a good time, why are you bing?